monster, you say damn, monster, monster. Yeah, when I say monster, you say damn, monster, monster. That's right, we got the green light, it's a party in the back tonight. Let's go, this is how we roll, I'm tired, that I'm running alone. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's rolling through your blood. Time to get high, baby, like you love one love. You're waiting, now you made it to the greatest show on earth. It's the monster.
San Diego! This is Monster Jam!
San Diego, this is JCB Racing. 12 drivers have been seeded into the bracket, but 4 of our fastest drivers from yesterday's event has an automatic buy-in into round 2. But first up, 8 trucks. They go head-to-head. Only 4 can make it to round 2. Make some noise, San Diego. Come on if you're ready for JCB Racing.
We're going to kick things off here with our first head-to-head matchup in the red lane. Make some noise for John Gordon, Megalodon. And his opponent racing out of the blue lane. Give it up for Corey Rummel, Ringling Bailey Circuit. The winner of this race will move on to round 2 to see Bryce Kenny and Tech Deck Rec Deck. Waiting the approach of Megalodon as we kick things off here in JCB Racing. It is John Gordon, Megalodon advancing on. Let's take a look at that replay. See what happened to Ringling Bailey Circuit here. Came off the turn there at the far end of the race lane. Just hikes up a little too much. Unfortunate there for Corey Rummel and Ringling Bailey Circuit. Not able to finish the race. Megalodon moves on to see Tech Deck Rec Deck awaiting that official time here. There it is. An 18.960.
Monster Jam fans, Jabari here, section 104. Now, I'm speaking to Danielle. Their first time here at Monster Jam. You guys watch on YouTube all the time, right?
All the time. We're so excited.
She was like, I don't know who's excited, me or my kid more. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that this is a night you guys remember, okay? We're going to play a little trivia, and I have a prize for you. I can't tell you what it is, though, all right? It's a really cool one, okay? We're going to play some trivia. Let's see who we have. Help them out if you think you know the answer. Shout out A, B, C, or D. Which one is it? Oh, mixed emotions here. What do you think?
I think it's going to be A.
Watching this on YouTube all the time, you should be able to have this by now. Let's see if she's right. A, tubular steel. Yeah! You know what? First time here at Monster Jam, we're going to make this experience for you incredible. Backstage passes to meet all your favorite Monster Jam truck drivers. He'll figure this out in a minute, I'm sure. That's what we call Monster Jam Trivia. You're going to thank Mom for this later.
Congratulations to our little future Monster Jam driver there. But you fans can also go to the post-event meet and greet and meet all 12 drivers following this afternoon's event. Scan that QR code for more information and tickets. Again, limited space is available. So first come, first serve here. Scan that QR code, meet all 12 drivers at our post-event meet and greet. Take a look at our JCB Racing competition bracket there as we're going to get set here for our second head-to-head matchup. But you see the lineup there. Of course, we're going to see Zombie, Sparkle Smash, Vendetta going up against El Toro Loco, Wildside going up against Black Pearl. That will be your round one matchups. Winners of these matchups will then move on to round two. And you see that Son of a Digger and Shell Shocked, Tech Deck, Wreck Deck, and Grave Digger both had automatic advancements into round two. We're getting ready to meet our second head-to-head matchups. In the red lane, let's hear it for Barmy Sour, Zombie. And making her debut here in 2026, racing out of the blue lane, Kayla Blood, Sparkle Smash. Finally getting to see Sparkle Smash hit the track here for JCB Racing. Had that blown motor yesterday, making her first appearance here for Stadium Championship Series West. What a close race between Zombie and Sparkle Smash. We're going to the replay. Take a look at the official replay. It is Barry Sour, Zombie. He moves on into round two to see Dalton Widener and Shell Shock. Look at that, the fastest time of the day so far, a 17.337. Coming up next, racing out of the red lane, let's hear it for Jamie Garner, El Toro Loco. And racing out of the blue lane, let's give it up for Mike Christensen, Vendetta. Winner will see Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger in round two here as they get ready to line up to see who will advance on. Both team captains, both owners of their own motorsports company, respectfully. Overboard Motorsports there with El Toro Loco, Team Throttle Monster there with Vendetta, as we wait the approach of Vendetta here to the starting line. Mike Christensen, Vendetta gets the win and moves on. Some troubling turns there at the far end of our race lane for El Toro Loco, but was able to get a fast and nice smooth final turn, while Mike Christensen had a little trouble there at the final turn, but was still able to capture the win, move on. The time is locked in, a 17.155. Right now, the fastest time of the night so far. This is our last head-to-head matchup coming up here in round one in the red lane. Let's make some noise for Zach Garner, Wildside. And let's make some noise racing out of the blue lane for Cole Bernard, Black Pearl. The winner will see Tyler Menninga and Grave Digger in round two. These two ready to battle it out here. Both of them were part of Stadium Championship Series West last year and both run for Team Overboard Motorsports. So a little friendly rivalry here as we get ready to see who will advance on. We've got our USHRA safety officials coming out to the track. Now we're getting some RII issues where Colvinard and the Black Pearl need to just switch lanes there with his RII. The RII, the remote ignition interrupter there, a very important part of the Monster Jam safety equipment here for Monster Jam. Our technicians and officials out there. And a safety issue. We're going to get our dirt squad out there. They're going to have to take him back up to, they're going to have to take him back to the crash zone, whether or not they can shut off the truck or not. And of course, might have something to do with that RII issue as well. Of course, KCG will let us know what's going on here in just a moment, but they're hooking him back up and taking him out to the back. Zach Gunner and Wildside will still have to complete his run for an official time here, though, as well.
Well, as you can see, they're hooking up Black Pearl right now. They're going to take him to the back. Electrical issues for him. As soon as we get an update for you guys, we will absolutely let you know. Until then, we want to talk about some interesting things that are happening out there on the track. Yesterday, our event was at 5 p.m. And so when they watered the dirt, watered the track before the event, typically when there's more moisture out there, it tends to be more slick. Well, the San Diego sunshine is shining beautiful out here. And as you can see, there's still areas of the track where the sun is beating down on the dirt. So my speculation is that the sun is drying out the dirt and it's really crumbly on top and it's breaking away. I bet you when Ringling Bailey Circuit was going around that very first corner, which we do have a replay for you that we'll put up there on the screen right here, I bet you because the track is drying out, the treads of that BKT just got a little bit too much traction and it ended up catching the truck. It was the truck versus track at that moment. But these are those ever-changing track conditions that we have been talking about all weekend. So this is something our drivers are going to have to keep in mind as they're feeling things out there on the track.
Casey, thank you so much. I'm getting word Wildside will just have an automatic advancement there into round 2. No need to collect a time for him. So he will be going up against Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger in round 2. Let's take a look at our official racing bracket here in just a moment as it gets up on the video board. There you see it. Tech Deck, Rec Deck will be taking on Megalodon. Shell Shocked will be taking on Zombie. Son of a Digger will be taking on Vendetta. And Gravedigger will be taking on Wildside. Those are your round 2 head-to-head matchups.
San Diego, let's get this thing back started again. Round 2 of JCB Racing. 4 of our fastest drivers from yesterday's event have an automatic advancement into this round. They're going to be racing against the 4 drivers who won the last round. But oh boy, only 4 can make it to the semifinal round. Let me hear you if you're ready for more JCB Racing.
For the first time here this afternoon, racing out of the red lane, make some noise for Bryce Kenny, Tech Deck, Rec Deck. And advancing on into round 2 from round 1, there in the blue lane, we've got John Gordon and Megalodon. The winner will move on into our JCB semifinal round. Like KCG said, we're going to have to take a look at these dirt conditions and track conditions there. Megalodon pushed out to the blue lane. We'll see if that causes him any issues, if Bryce Kenny will be able to capitalize on this. Megalodon's John Gordon advances on to your JCB semifinal round. What an interesting turn of events. Casey, I don't know if you can hear me really quickly, though. That was the same corner you just told me in my ear that Tech Deck Rec Deck had an issue with.
That's right. That corner is plaguing Tech Deck Rec Deck. That's the exact same corner that snuck up on him yesterday, and it just did the same thing. We just got done talking about that exact same issue that happened on the other side of the track for Ringling Bailey Circuit. So these drivers are going to have to adapt on the fly as we move throughout Monster Jam Racing.
Megalodon also hiked up on his first turn there, but he moves on with a time of 17.629. Advancing on into round 2 there in the red lane, we've got Barry Musauer and Zombie. And for the first time here this afternoon, racing out of the blue lane, Dalton Widener, Shell Shocked. The winner will take on Megalodon, but they need to get a time faster than 17.629 in order to receive lane choice for that semifinal round head-to-head matchup. You hear that pop there for Shell Shocked, and then all of a sudden just stops in mid-turn there. I'm getting word it just shut off. Kennedy Bailey, the crew chief there for Shell Shock, just said it just shut off, no power. Take a look at the replay right now. Also, you can witness both of our drivers kind of cautiously taking both of those turns. Those turns are going to be the turns are going to be whether or not our drivers win or lose here when it comes to racing. Take a look at the video board, a 17.068. That will be the time that will get Zombie into lane choice when it comes to the JCB semi-final round. That is also the fastest time of the night so far. For the first time here this afternoon, racing out of the red lane, it is Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. Advancing on into round 2 there in the blue lane, we've got Mike Christensen, Vendetta. The winner will move on to your JCB semi-final round here. Our staging lights are lit at the far end of our race lane there at the far end zone for both of our competitors. When they see outside yellow lights, that means they need to fire their engines, head to the starting line. When you see 2 yellow lights, that means they're staged and ready to go. Ryan Anderson, son of a digger, moves on. Let's await his official time here, but in the meantime, let's take a look at the replay there. Very smooth racing from both of our competitors, but getting the edge there will be Ryan Anderson and son of a digger. Time is locked in. Fastest time of the night so far, a sub 17, a 16.775. Great time there by Ryan Anderson and son of a digger. The only time so far, which is a sub 17 seconds. We're coming up upon our last head-to-head matchup here in round 2. For the first time here tonight, racing out of the red lane, Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger. In the blue lane there, coming in from round 1 into round 2, Zach Garner and Wildside. This was a matchup of yesterday night's JCB final racing round. The winner will move on to see son of a digger and Ryan Anderson. Gravedigger continues his winning streak there. Moving on. Power issues plaguing Wildside, and Zach Garner just off the jump there. Once he saw that green light, not much power there going off the first racing ramp. A 16.968 there. For Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger, it will be son of a digger and Ryan Anderson with lane choice, though, in the semifinal round. So Tyler Menega and Gravedigger with another sub 17 seconds, but not fast enough to get lane choice. Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger with a 16.775 will hand lane choice in the semifinal round. Our first head-to-head matchup will be Megalodon going up against Zombie. A reminder, Zombie is the one who has lane choice with a 17.068 versus Megalodon's 17.629. You can see already them lined up there, and Zombie chooses the red lane here when it comes to your semifinal head-to-head matchup. A big shout out to our JCB Dirt Squad, the official equipment provider of not only this weekend's Monster Jam, but all of our Monster Jams here throughout the country.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here with Riley. She's been like, can I talk on the microphone? I'm like, yes, you can now. So I have something really cool for you, okay? But you have to win it. I have 4 Disney on Ice tickets for you, princess. Yeah. But we have to sing for it, okay? We're going to sing Frozen, but you have to finish the lyric, okay? And Mom here is going to help you out, all right? DJ, let's hit it. Round of applause for Riley here. To be honest, she helped me out because I was messing up the lyrics up here myself. Let's give her a round of applause. They just won 4 tickets to Disney on Ice.
Congratulations there to Riley. We're going to get things started here with JCB semi-final round. The fastest 4 drivers of the event have advanced into this round, and the winners of this will continue on to your JCB Racing final round. 12 points are on the line. Who's ready for JCB semi-final round? Our 2 competitors out there on the track in the red lane, Barry Misawa and Zombie with lane choice, going up against John Gordon and Megalodon there in the blue lane. Winner, again, will move on to your JCB Racing final round. Zombie chooses the red lane there because he had lane choice, he had lane choice. He chooses the red lane. Let's see if he can capitalize off of that move and get him into the final round. John Gordon Megalodon makes it to the JCB Racing final round. Wow, what an insane race. It looked like Zombie's Barry Misawa had the lead going into that last turn. Hikes up again, just like Tech Deck Rec Deck did as well. We're going to have to say that final turn might be the trickier of the 2. That might not be the preferred lane choice anymore. Take a look, a 16.509 there. It is now the fastest time of the night so far. John Gordon, Megalodon moves on.
Well, last night, this team took home the racing win, and of course, is Team Gravedigger. I'm hanging out with his crew chief, Adama. Adama, as we're watching the racing competition unfold, we're seeing that there's a lot of trouble going on in the right lane. Is that something you guys are taking into consideration as we move forward in racing?
Absolutely. I mean, lane choice is very important. I mean, me and Tyler are constantly communicating, trying to pick out which lane is better. So, I mean, it's really personal preference for the driver, but it looks like the right lane is causing issues.
One of the things that Tyler was talking about yesterday is that he faced some truck gremlins last year in 2025, but he feels so confident with how his truck up is set up currently. What are some things that you have done to get that truck ready for racing and for the 2026 season in general?
Honestly, just beefed it up a little bit, just continuing to do my, basic nut and bolt and just keeping it nice and tight.
I love this energy that you're giving me right now because it's the same energy that we see Tyler have out on the track. The truck seems very controlled. It seems very relaxed. Is that one of the keys to success out here?
Absolutely. You know, communication with the driver is definitely the key to making sure the truck drives right.
Well, this next race is going to be your team, and we're going to see if Team Gravedigger will be advancing on further into the racing bracket.
Casey, thank you so much. Again, this is just a reminder up there on the video board, the JCB Racing bracket. We saw Megalodon taking on Zombie. We're going to see Zombie head to the back and, of course, see what's going on there, if anything has happened. Megalodon's John Gordon, though, going into your JCB Racing final round. A very fast race there for him, a 16.509. The fastest time of the night so far right now, collected by John Gordon and Megalodon. Tickets not yet on sale, but guess what? Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey are coming right here to San Diego. You can keep up to date there. They're coming in September at ringling.com. And also, don't forget Disney on Ice next week. Log on to Ticketmaster or DisneyOnIce.com, January 17th. This is our final head-to-head matchup here in the semifinal round. In the red lane, we've got Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger going up against Tyler Meninga and Gravedigger there in the blue lane. This is a race for the ages right now. These two have battled it out throughout each other's careers here. One of the fun races we're going to see probably here tonight. They are both lined up and ready to go. One of the closest races I have ever seen. Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger going up against Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger. We are going to the Monster Jam timing system. Take a look at the replay. San Diego, who do you think our winner is? It's so close. It is. They are still looking at it right now from the Monster Jam timing system. Now, from that angle, it looked like Gravedigger. But from my angle, it looked like Son of a Digger. It is Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger. What an incredible race. 16.713. Gravedigger continues his perfect winning streak.
San Diego, this is the final round of JCB Racing. Our fastest two drivers have made it to this round, but only one can come out on top. Who's ready to meet your final contenders?
Racing out of the red lane, he's a two-time World Finals champion from Oskaloosa, Iowa, Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger. Racing out of the blue lane, he's your 2019 Wow Factor Award winner from Hiram, Georgia. This is John Gordon, Megalodon. The last time these two raced head-to-head was in 2023, and John Gordon was your winner. Will history repeat itself? We are moments away from finding out as we get set to go racing. Redemption is his. Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger continues to be perfect in JCB Racing. Megalodon had it and then hooked up there, went over that last turn. He almost had the win there. Tyler Menega, Gravedigger, capitalizes, gets the win. Look at that, 16.516.
He is completely undefeated in the 2026 season and takes home the first 12 points of the day. It is Tyler Menega, Gravedigger. Tyler, this track had a mind of its own out here today. In round 2, you were in the right lane. In the semifinals, you chose to race in the left lane. In the finals, you were back in the right lane. What was going through your head at that point?
You know what? The track was way more dry than it was yesterday, so I knew, you know what, this lane was good to start. A couple people were going a little too hot into this final corner, but I knew that blue lane had potential over there, the red lane, I guess, the left lane. And, man, I just kept calm, cool, and collected and made sure I tried not to hype the truck up. When I raced Ryan, I said, man, this is going to be like the race right here. I knew John was fast, but I had to make it to I'd go through Ryan to get to John. So, you know what? Going into that last race, Megalodon was faster than me the pass before. He threw me in the bad lane. I threw all my dice. I don't know, man. This is awesome. We're undefeated so far in 2026. San Diego, are you guys having fun at Monster Jam?
The action keeps moving forward next with the skills competition. And when it comes to that competition, knowing that the track is a little bit more tacky than yesterday, how are you going to approach skills?
Yeah, you know, so they rearranged the order this year. Usually it used to be the winner went last. Now, I believe if I'm right, then depending on what trucks have broke and what not has broke, I should be going 5th. So that puts me about mid-pack, and this dirt with it extra grippy, that's exactly what we need for tricks. I'm going to come out here, let it all hang out for you guys, do the craziest thing I can possibly think of. I got you guys behind me. Let's ride this thing all the way to the end, baby. San Diego, let's go!
Make some noise for Corey Rommel, Ringling Bailey Circuit. Right now is a chance for you, the fans, to score these competitions. Take out your cell phones, go to judgeszone.com. You can scan that QR code as well. Your city code, SAN. Slide that BKT tire. Hit that submit button. You have 20 seconds.
Take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. The popper off of the ski jump, then back into the moonwalk. Tries for the reverse popper there. Just didn't get it quite yet there. Scores are locked. Your score for Ringling Bailey Circuit is 7.139 as Bailey Circuit cheers him on. Our second driver coming up is Caleb Blood, Sparkle Smash.
Make some noise for Caleb Blood, Sparkle Smash. Scoring is open, judgeszone.com, 20 seconds to lock in those scores.
Caleb Blood and Sparkle Smash chooses her one and only attempt there off the metal ramp there. You can take a look at the video board. She goes for the popper, just a little too much power there, but is able to save it. Caleb Blood, Sparkle Smash, our second driver for our skills challenge. Time is ticking down at judgeszone.com. Get those scores locked in. Scores are in. Your score for Sparkle Smash is 6.018. We're going to continue on here with our next driver. It is Jamie Garner, El Toro Loco.
Let's hear it for Jamie Garner and El Toro Loco. Scoring is open. JudgesZone.com. 20 seconds. Lock in those scores.
Reverse popper, and then, of course, the smoke coming out of the Crazy Bull into the wheelie across the tabletop there. And a nice little save, balancing it on that back right tire. Jamie Garner and El Toro Loco completes his one attempt. And now we'll see what you fans think at JudgesZone.com. Scores are locked. Your score to beat is Ringling Bailey Circuit with a 7.139. San Diego, your score for El Toro Loco is... We got a new leader, 7.315. There you see our top three. Jamie Garner, El Toro Loco is the score to beat. 7.315, followed by Ringling Bailey Circuit and Sparkle Smash. Up next, we got Cole Vennard, Black Pearl.
Make some noise for Cole Vennard, Black Pearl. 20 seconds on the clock. JudgesZone.com, locking those scores.
Gets a little dizzy out there on the track. Cole Vennard and the Black Pearl with the donut. Count the revolutions, count the speed too, as you're getting those scores locked in for Cole Vennard and the Black Pearl. The Super Glue glued to the action replay up on the video board. Time sticking down there. You got about 3 seconds left for Cole Vennard and the Black Pearl to get those scores in. All right, scores are locked. Your score for the Black Pearl is 6.498. Time for our fifth driver up, Bryce Kenny, Tech Deck Rec Deck.
Let's hear it for Bryce Kinney. Not yet.
I'm getting word from our Monster Jam officials that he is going to be allowed to have one more attempt. Remember, our drivers get 2 attempts to complete one Monster Jam donut. One skill move or one Monster Jam donut.
Bryce Kinney, everybody. Tech Deck, Rec Deck. Scoring's open, 20 seconds, judgeszone.com.
A great attempt for Tech Deck Rec Deck's Bryce Kenny. He uses the trench box there for the popper into the nose wheelie and then slams it down to a pogo bounce and goes back into the moonwalk. There's the moonwalk right there. A great combination there for Bryce Kenny and Tech Deck Rec Deck there on the super glue, glued to the action replay. Will it be enough, though, to take the lead? We are about to find out the score to beat right now. El Toro Loco, 7.315. Let's see that score for Tech Deck Rec Deck. We got a new leader, 8.295. Coming up next, we got Tyler Menninga, Grave Digger.
Tyler Menninga, everybody, Grave Digger. Scoring is open, judgeszone.com, 20 seconds to lock in those scores.
The bicycle and then into the sidewall donut and tried to transfer. Not able to get back, though, up on all fours. Take a look. There it is. It is the sidewall donut there. Transfers to the left side. Goes for the donut attempt, the sidewall donut, that is. Just not able to get the momentum and rotation there on the replay. Nonetheless, still a very creative move there for Tyler Menninga and Grave Digger. We'll see what you think about that, though. Scores are locked. Your score for Grave Digger is 7.317.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here with Mason right now because I have some really cool tickets to give you. I have 4 Monster Jam tickets to give you because we're coming right back here in a couple of weeks, right? So we're going to play a Monster Jam sliding trivia. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, here it is. You got to guess what's the top speed of a Monster Jam truck. Now the slider is going to move all the way to the right slowly. You have to tell it to stop when you think that is the top speed of a Monster Jam truck. All right, Mason, you ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. Move that needle. Not really a needle, but.
Stop.
Okay, that's about between 75 and 100. All right, I'll take that. That's really fast, no, Mason?
Pretty fast, but they go pretty fast, so.
100 miles an hour, that's close enough. 4 tickets to Monster Jam. Round of applause for playing Monster Jam Trivia.
You can see where we stand right now in our Monster Jam Skills Challenge. Tech Deck Rec Deck's Bryce Kenny is in the lead here with an 8.295 for the first time here. We will not see Tyler Menega and Gravedigger be a winner here in the skills challenge, but he is currently sitting in second, so still a very good spot to be in for our BKT overall event championship and our series seasons points chase. He's got a 7.317. Jamie Gardner, El Toro Loco, currently sitting in third, and Ringling Bailey Circuit, Black Pearl, and Sparkle Smash round out our top 6. On deck, we still have a lot more trucks left. Zombie, Son of a Digger, and Megalodon. Of course, we need to still see Vendetta and Shell Shocked as well. A lot more action to come here, of course. If you've not started scoring using judgeszone.com, anytime is the right time here, especially for our drivers. We need as many of you to get those scores locked in because you will help us crown not only a winner, but our BKT overall event champion. We're going to continue on here with our Monster Jam Skills Challenge with our next driver up. It is John Gordon, Megalodon.
Let's hear it for John Gordon. Whoop! Megalodon. Scoring is open, 20 seconds. Judgeszone.com, locking those scores now.
John Gordon, Megalodon, the popper off the tabletop there. And he looks like he's really good, but then the momentum takes over and he lands on the lid. Get those scores locked in for John Gordon and Megalodon. Time is ticking down here. You've got about 5 seconds left there at judgeszone.com. Remember, the code is SAN. As we await your scores to be tabulated, scores are in. Your score for Megalodon is... You gave him a score of 4.824.
A busy afternoon back here in the pit area, but we specifically want to talk about Zach Gardner and Wildside. Out there on the track during the racing competition, you saw that he was having a hard time generating power out there in the truck. He was able to move the truck. It was fired, but it wasn't going very fast. So we've got a video that we want to show you as to what they have been working on back here. These trucks have a really big engine, and they're supercharged. Means they have a blower. On the blower, there's a blower belt, and basically that forces air into the engine, and forcing the air in the engine makes it move faster and it makes it generate more power. This right here, I ended up bringing the blower belt on over. Normally, the belt is about this big. As you can see on this side, it's completely shredded, and also it's a bit stretched out. That's why the truck was able to still move, but it couldn't go very fast. So they're working on replacing the belts over there as well as replacing the transmission. They decided to do it just for safety. The transmission takes all of that power that's generated in the engine and then moves it down further down the drive line. So the Wildside team has been really busy back here, but I just checked on them about 2-3 minutes ago, and they're starting to wrap things up, so we'll keep you updated.
Casey, thank you so much for that update. Just keep in mind that a transmission swap can take about 25 minutes, so hopefully enough time to get Wildside back into the competition here in the Monster Jam Skills Challenge. Another reminder here where we stand with an 8.295 is Tech Deck Rectex Bryce Kenny still on top of the leaderboard. Gravedigger's Tyler Menega currently sitting in second now. El Toro Loco, Ringling Bailey Circuit, Black Pearl, and Sparkle Smash round out your top 6. We've got a lot more Monster Jam action on deck still. Wildside, Shell Shocked, Vendetta, Son of a Digger, and Zombie yet to compete. With our next driver up, of course, celebrating his 15th anniversary year of Son of a Digger, it is Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger.
Let's hear it for Ryan Anderson, everybody, Son of a Digger. Scoring is open, 20 seconds on the clock. Let's lock in those scores now.
Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger, known for his creativity out on the track here when it comes to the skills challenge. The bicycle into the sidewall donut, up back on all fours there on the super glue. Glued to the action replay. Let's see what you fans thought about that here at judgeszone.com. Scores are locked. Your score for Son of a Digger is a 7.338. Up next, let's get those zombie arms moving for Barry Musauer. Zombie!
Musauer, everybody, Zombie. Scoring is open, 20 seconds, locking those scores now.
Barry Musauer and Zombie completes his run. There he is. Scan that QR code. Don't forget to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. A few more seconds left there at judgeszone.com for Barry Musauer and Zombie. Scores are locked. Let's see that score for Zombie. You gave him a score of 7.545. All right, coming up next, we got Mike Christensen, Vendetta. The brief pause for a stoppie. Great balancing save there with the combo.
Mike Christensen, everybody, let's hear it for Vendetta. Scoring's open, 20 seconds, locking those scores now.
Mike Christensen said, new year, new me, I'm going to try something different. Usually he goes for the slap wheelie and comes out with the popper back into the stoppie. That brief pause is what we call a stoppie, and then walks it back there to a reverse popper. Great combination for Vendetta. Scores are locked. Your score to beat Tech Deck Rec Deck, 8.295. Let's see that score for Vendetta. San Diego, you put them at the top of the leaderboard, 8.899. Our next driver up is Dalton Widener, Shell Shocked. Did you catch that, San Diego? The steering wheel is out of the window onto the track.
Dalton Widener, everybody, shell shocked. 20 seconds on the clock. Let's lock in those scores now.
Hopefully we'll be able to see that replay up on the video board. He tosses the steering wheel out, has to go grab it. There he is, makes a noise for Dalton Widener, shell shocked. Throws the steering wheel out of the window and then completes the moonwalk up over the ski jump. Time to get those scores locked in. Time is ticking down here. This will be our final truck. Unfortunately, we will not see Wild Side. So scores are in. Your score to beat right now, Vendetta, 8.899. Your score for Shell Shocked is 8.708, good enough for second, which means your winner is Mike Christensen, Vendetta.
Is he still in his truck? Yeah, I see him. Never mind. A huge celebration down on the track for Team Vendetta, taking home a win early in the 2026 season. Mike, I just got word that this is your first ever skills competition win in a stadium. You said no. Give us the real story.
No, I won one 2 years ago in Minneapolis in my favorite NFL football team, the Minnesota Vikings. We sucked this year, but you know what? I haven't been back. This is now my second two-wheel skill competition win, and dude, it's unbelievable. I kept going back and forth, but as I was going out there, and I'm not a fan of the stoppies, and somehow, some way, something magical happened. I don't even know if I was in there, but I want to say I had my Tyler Meninga inside me, coaching me through it on what I'm supposed to do. But you know what? It's just phenomenal that me and Dalton are here. We took first and second. Man, where is everybody? What are we doing?
Fans, are you having a good time up there in the stands? That's what we love to hear. Well, Mike, kind of on that same train of thought, how you were talking about maybe that wasn't exactly what you were going for, but that is the magic of Monster Jam. As we roll into Monster Jam Freestyle, talk to us about how, from a driver's perspective, you can't always plan exactly what you're going to do out here, and that's the magic, that's the chaos that we love out here.
I mean, we kind of drive these just by the seat of our pants, so we kind of point and shoot and hope for the best. Every truck's going to handle a little bit different. It's going to rebound a little bit different. So you kind of pick the first one or two obstacles to go out there and choose. And then after that, you just kind of close your eyes, hope for the best, and just listen to the wife as she's talking to me in the ear.
Well, I know these fans cannot wait to see it. Folks, let's put those hands together for your winner, Mike Christensen, Vendetta.
South California, we reached the pinnacle of today's event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. for Kayla Blood in Sparkle Smash. Scoring is open, judgeszone.com. Locking those scores now.
A solid run. Look at the super glue, glued the action replay. Kayla giving us some big air, some nice momentum there. She's a two-time Extreme Air Award winner in her career. Now you see she just got clipped up on that 8-pack backflip ramp, not able to save it there, but 60 seconds left, or 60 seconds was left on the clock there for Sparkle Smash. Scores are locked in. Your score is 6.595.
Well, one of the most important components to Monster Jam Freestyle is the shock. And here with me, I've got Matt Del Santo, crew chief for Tech Deck Rec Deck. Matt, earlier I was talking with Bryce, and he said that over the last couple years, as you guys have been together as a team, you haven't really had to adjust the shock setup much because it's been really dialed in. But this year you've been playing with doing some different things. Talk to us about that.
Well, I'm sure as everyone knows, Bryce Kenny, he's known for one thing, and that's massive air. Well, this week we've been fighting the shocks. They're rebounding terribly. They're stinging him. So I've been fighting with the pressures, the turns, all of that to try to make the...
Information. Talk to us about how the shock works on a Monster Jam truck, how the two different vessels work, how you can tighten the knob to kind of change the resistance there.
So the knobs affect the restriction in the shock. It allows more oil or less oil to flow through the shock. The less oil flowing, the stiffer the shock is because it's actually going slower. But if it's more open, it's allowing more oil to flow, which actually allows the shock to compress faster.
Now, the two of you really are a champion team, and one of my favorite things as I'm sitting in crew seating is that as Bryce is out there on the track, you are cheering him on to go bigger every single time.
Oh, for sure. There's nothing more that means more to me than when he burns it down. We work so hard, such long hours, that we want to go out there and perform and do well. Oh, that's what this is all about. We don't want to come in fifth or sixth. We want to win.
That's right. It's a partnership with the driver and the crew chief, and you guys are absolutely a champion team. Well, folks, they're third out for Monster Jam Freestyle. We're excited to see what Team Tech Deck Rec Deck is going to bring to the table.
Coming up next, this is Jamie Garner, El Toro Loco. There is no score breaking the tie rod on that first jump. Jamie Garner, El Toro Loco. Hey, Snapdragon Stadium, show him some love. He goes big on the first jump. Jamie Garner, El Toro Loco. There you see an up-close view there of the broken tie rod. No score for El Toro Loco. Take a look at the replay. Sends it off the ski jump there. The hard landing and the breaking there of the tie rod. No score for Jamie Garner and El Toro Loco, but hey, what the risk for El Toro Loco?
Okay, I have Barrett here at section 118. I have some Supercross tickets to give him. Oh, yeah, he didn't know that, but we're going to play something called Showdown Head Down, or Head-to-Head Showdown, I should say. So, watch who we have on the screen. You have to name as many pizza toppings as you can. You have to beat this driver. Let's see who we have. All right, Baribu Sour had, I believe it was 7, so we're going to put a timer up, and you have to name as many pizza toppings as you can, more than 7, okay? You ready, set, go.
Onions, olives, pepperoni, cheese, anchovies. I said onions, right?
Bell pepper.
Bell pepper, sausage, bacon, and...
You got it, man. You got it. Trying to help you out. I really didn't know myself. Let's give Barrett a round of applause. He just won himself 4 tickets to Supercross.
San Diego ready for more freestyle? Coming up next, we got Bryce Kenny, Tech Deck, Wreck Deck. Truck has shut off with 39 seconds left.
Everybody, let's hear for Bryce Kenny, Tech Deck, Wreck Deck. 20 seconds on the clock. Judgeszone.com, locking those scores now.
An unfortunate ending there for Tech Deck, Wreck Deck. Bryce Kenny was giving us a lot of big air Bryce there. Giving us a lot of big air, nice speed momentum, nice big use of the entire track as well. But time to get those scores locked in. He had about 39 seconds left on the clock. Keep that in mind, getting those scores locked in. Getting word that it was the front drive shaft that was the reason why they had to end his run. Scores are in. It is a 7.287 for Tech Deck, Wreck Deck.
Well, she's up here in crew seating watching everything that is happening so far with Freestyle. It's Kayla Blood, our Sparkle Smash driver. And Kayla, what exactly are you looking at out here on the track?
Well, you know, I went out first, so I'm done. I get to sit back and watch all my peers compete out here, but my run ended a little too short. I definitely wanted it to go a little longer, but I don't know if you guys know, there's an 8-pack backflip on the side of that jump, and once I made that jump, I ran right into it, and it tunned me over. But you know what? I'm enjoying the rest of the event, watching these guys. I'm just happy that I made it out on this dirt tonight. To be honest, I couldn't be happier. You know what? It's the first weekend out. We're only going to get better from here, and each weekend is just going to get better and better. So I can't thank my crew enough for getting Sparkle Smash out here and working their tails off all night last night. We're having some fun.
I know these fans were so excited to see you out on the track for freestyle, for skills, for racing. What does Sparkle Smash represent to you?
Often we also know when to turn up the heat, especially whenever we get up on this track, and that's what Team Sparkle Smash is all about. We know how to be nice and cute, but whenever we mean business and we get on this track, we're ready to show up and smash the competition.
Beautifully said. Let's give it up for Kayla Blood, Sparkle Smash.
We're going to continue on here with our Monster Jam Freestyle competitors. He is our 4th driver up. It is John Gordon, Megalodon.
like a glove. John Gordon, everybody, Megalodon. 20 seconds on the clock, locking those scores now.
John Gordon, Megalodon completes his run here in our Monster Jam Freestyle competition. There he is, makes some noise for John Gordon and Megalodon. Our fourth competitor here to hit the track in our Monster Jam Freestyle competition. Looking for your scores now at judgeszone.com. Time is ticking down here. Scores are locked. Your score to beat Tech Deck Rec Deck 7.287. Your score from Megalodon is... Oh, we got a new leader, 8.615. Megalodon. Our next driver up, it's Corey Rommel, Ringling Bailey Circuit. Corey Rummel, Ringling Bailey Circuit. Corey Rummel took a year off of Monster Jam, got the call to come back here to pilot the brand new Ringling Bailey Circuit. And if you can see out on the main tunnel, you got little Bailey Circuit out there cheering on her driver. There she is. Corey Rummel's biggest fan there, Bailey Circuit out on the track. A little hang time for Ringling Bailey Circuit, less than 60 seconds on the clock. Seconds left. Looks like he might be lining up for the backflip. Hits the Morgan & Morgan backflip, lands it. 16 seconds on the clock for Corey Rummel. More hang time.
Wow, let's hear it for Corey Rommel, Ringling Bailey Circuit. 20 seconds. Let's lock in those scores now. Judgeszone.com.
Bailey Circuit approves of that run from Corey Rummel. What an insane freestyle. Lands the Morgan & Morgan backflip and gives us some huge air. Some great saves. Scores are locked. All right. Your score is... Corey, you ready to see your score? .516. You got a new leader. Corey Rummel, Ringling Bailey Circuit. Let's take a look at that replay brought to you by Corey Rummel. And of course, our great friends there at the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. The hang time for Corey Rummel and Ringling Bailey Circuit, the huge. And now he takes a look at the Morgan backflip with great ease, lands that backflip, continues on his run, and now you put him in the top spot with the 9.516. That is the score to beat here in freestyle. Take a look at the competition leaderboard right now. Megalodon in second, Tech Deck, Rec Deck, and Sparkle Smash round out your 4 competitors. A lot more freestyle left on deck. We have got Vendetta, Wildside, Shell Shocked, Gravedigger, Black Pearl, Zombie, and Son of a Digger.
Oh, Monster Jam fans, time for us to have a little bit of fun here. Where we at? Okay, in the stands. Oh boy, we're going to play something here. Bailey, green light, red light. So here's how it's going to work, okay? Bailey is going to say green light. You have to get up and dance. Just like that, okay? Now when she says red light, you have to stop. And then she'll say green light. Let's play Bailey's green light, red light. I kind of moved, so I just think on it. Why are you moving? Thank you so much for playing red light, green light. That was it. Did you guys have fun or what? You ready for more Monster Jam San Diego?
Coming up next, we got Mike Christensen, Vendetta. the Morgan & Morgan backflip with 25 seconds left on the clock. Let's see how he finishes this run. Big air off the ski jump. 15 seconds left. Let's get dizzy, Mike.
Let's hear for Mike Christensen, everybody. Vendetta. Scoring is open, 20 seconds on the clock. Locking those scores now.
Mike Christensen, Vendetta throwing down a heater of a run there. Lands the Morgan & Morgan backflip. Gives us some big air, great momentum throughout the run. He is pumped up, and he is also in the lead for the BKT Overall Event Championship here tonight as well. So he needed a good run here in freestyle, but let's see what you fans thought. The score to beat, Ringling Bailey Circuit, 9.5. 8.886, still a good score, but it only puts him in second. And hey, fans, I hear some boos. Don't forget, you are in charge of getting those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. Let's take a look at the replay. Morgan & Morgan backflip. Great speed, great momentum, lands it and continues on his run. 25 seconds left there on the clock for him. He goes to the ski jump, gets some big air, lands it. A great finish there for Mike Christensen and Vendetta, finishing things off with the Monster Jam donut. And you put him here in the second position, 8.886 for Vendetta. All right, San Diego, make some noise for this next competitor, Zach Garner, Wild Side. He says it continues on his run. Might have lost front steering. No, comes back around. Seconds left on the clock. A lot of steering problems, but Zach Garner says, I'm still going. Down whatever he can with 42 seconds left. Bicycle balancing it back, 30 seconds.
Zach Garner, everybody, Wild Side. Scoring's open, 20 seconds, locking those scores now.
What a run there for Zach Garner and Wild Side. You can get an in-cab look. He's pumped up, still kept going no matter how much breakage he had. For you, the fans here in San Diego, there he is. Make some noise for Zach Garner, Wild Side. Get those scores locked in here at judgeszone.com. Lots of truck issues after that big roll over there, but Zach Garner kept it going here for freestyle. Scores are in. There they are, 7.5 for 1. That score puts him in the 4th position here in Monster Jam Freestyle. And we can take a look at the leaderboard right now for freestyle. Ringling Bailey Circuit, Corey Rummel is your score to beat. Coming up next, we got Dalton Widener, Shell Shocked. .97 seconds left. Power issues there plaguing Shell Shocked. We'll see if he can refire. Remember, in racing, he wasn't able to refire. EFI issues. We'll see if he can get the call or if he can get that Monster Jam truck fired back up here. 97 seconds. He would not qualify for score if he cannot. And I am getting word he will not be able to complete his run. No score. But San Diego, show him some love. I know he's upset in that truck. Show him some love. Dalton Widener and Shell Shocked. No score for Dalton Widener and Shell Shocked. They'll have to take it back, try to diagnose that issue. So round 3 next week, we will not see that issue come from Shell Shocked.
We have got to talk to Zach Garner in Wildside about that crazy freestyle run out there. Zach, there was a moment at the beginning of your freestyle where you rolled and I audibly heard the fans go, no! The truck shut off, but then slowly you brought the truck back on all 4 tires and you kept the run going.
You know what? As soon as I hit that and it tripped like that, the truck shut off immediately. Halfway through the rollover, I just saw my power come back on, fired the truck back up, kept going, because I was thinking, oh no, not this already. That's not all how I wanted the run to go, but we blew a rear steer line and that crash as well, so we kept going, trying to put on the best event we could for you out here, but either way, we went out there, had some fun, and had a decent little save.
Fantastic action. And who's ready to get back in the freestyle action?
San Diego, take a look at the video board for our next competitor. Hit the track. Lands a Morgan & Morgan backflip with 21 seconds. The big air. Saves it with 10 seconds left.
Hello, let's hear for Ryan Anderson, everybody. Son of a digger. Wow, 20 seconds on the clock. Judgeszone.com, score now.
What a wild ride there for Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger. Lands the Morgan & Morgan backflip and then goes high into the sky off the ski jump. Then has to save it before he runs into Sparkle Smash. Gives you a little popper action there. Intentionally, unintentionally there. Ryan Anderson, Son of a Digger, get those scores locked in. Scores are in. Your score for Son of a Digger is a good score, but puts him in second, 9.492. Still in the lead is Ringling Bailey Circle with a 9.516, but let's take a look at this replay. Starts with the Morgan & Morgan backflip with about 20 seconds left on the clock. Goes into the popper, moonwalk really quickly, and then goes high in the sky off the ski jump. Gets some huge air, what he's known for, the hard bounce, and then he has to save it really quickly before he runs into Sparkle Smash with that popper. Continues on. What a great finish there for Son of a Digger. Get those zombie arms moving per Barmy Sour Zombie. .7 seconds left. Backflip to double the save there. Back into Zombie. Everybody, Zombie
Scoring is open, judgeszone.com. 20 seconds on the clock.
Go on now, Bari. Brush that dirt off your shoulders. All right. Wow, what a freestyle. We thought he had lost it at the end and then saves it right there. What an incredible finish there for Bari Musauer Zombie. Scoring is locked. Bari, are you ready to see your score? Let's see that score. We got a new leader, 9.633, Bari Musauer Zombie. Take a look at the replay brought to you by the original Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Lands the Morgan & Morgan backflip and then goes back into the reverse popper off the momentum backflip. And then take a look at this. The huge air, the hang time, the hard bounce, the wobble, and then the save. What a replay there. Bari Musauer Zombie. He is now your score to beat, 9.633.
You just saw this guy up here in crew seating cheering on his teammate Bari Musauer and celebrating with that huge finish to that freestyle. Julian, what a fantastic run for your teammate Bari Musauer. What was going through your head as you watched that save right at the end of the run?
As I watched that save, I wish there was a little bit more time so we could just send it. Really.
Absolutely. Talk to us about how proud you are to be Bari's teammate. I know you've been together for the last couple years. Talk to us about the rapport that you guys have, but also that you guys are just really good friends too.
Yeah, it comes down to chemistry. Me and Bari are like, we just flow together, man. Like yin and yang. But we've come a long way.
One more truck left in Monster Jam Freestyle. We're going to see if the Zombie team can hang on to the lead.
He is your St. Jude ambassador of the night. Thank you to all of our fans here in San Diego and tuning in on YouTube. It is Cole Menard, Black Pearl. We got 50 seconds on the clock for Black Pearl and Cole Menard. "25 seconds left. Looks like he's lining up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip. Lands it. 11 seconds left. The hang time, the floater.
Let's hear for Cole Bernard, Black Pearl. 20 seconds on the clock, locking those scores now.
His time out on the track. Take a look at the replay. A huge high backflip there off the Morgan backflip ramp. Continues on his run there off the ski jump with a little floater. Time to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. Our second to last competitor here. Scores are in. Your score for Black Pearl is, you gave him a score of 8.430. On the count of three, I need you all to scream Gravedigger as loud as you can. 1, 2, 3. A huge save for Tyler Menega. Gravedigger continues his run on. It looks like the right rear axle might be going though. 73 seconds left.
Let's hear for Tyler Menega, Gravedigger. 20 seconds on the clock, judgeszone.com. Lock in this final score now.
Wow, what a way there for Tyler Menega and Gravedigger. Unfortunate right rear axle, and then you saw the tire pop there at the final end. I was excited to see this run unfold. What a crazy save right there on the super glue glued to the axle. All right, it's up to you fans here. Scores are locked. Your score to beat, Zombie, 9.633. Your score for Gravedigger is 7.851, which means your winner is Bori Musauer Zombie. Bori Musauer Zombie.
A huge congratulations to you, taking home your first freestyle victory of the season. You had every single fan up on their feet celebrating with you.
You know, it was so awesome to be able to come out here and perform at such a high level. It's a team effort. Julian here, my crew chief, he's been with me for the past several years. It's pretty amazing that we can run these trucks like we do and survive it, you know. Here we are, man, 16 years with Monster Jam for me, still living a childhood dream. San Diego, did you guys have fun?
Take a look at the video board. Your BKT overall event champion, Bori Musauer Zombie.
Bringing in the hardware for the Zombie team. We've got Julian Ramos and Bori Musauer. Bori, how proud are you to take home your first overall event championship of the season?
Man, it feels so good, you know, to pick up right where we started. And, you know, as far as last year, Tyler and I battled it out to the very end, and I don't see any different this year. It's going to be amazing, man. We're just getting started with this 2026 season, and, man, Monster Jam couldn't be better. You guys come and pack this house every year, and the best part is we're coming back in 2 weeks, so we get to do it all over again. Hope to see you guys here. Have a good night. We love you guys.
Jabari with the celebration moves as he picked Bari Musawwir and Zombie as the winner. Congratulations to you as well.
Thank you so much. I mean, I knew he was going to win. That's why I picked Bari.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Congratulations, Bari Musawwir and Zombie. He has now broken the lead, for Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger down to 2 points as we enter round 3 next week in Anaheim, California. We'll be back here on the West Coast. But Jabari, wrapping things up. We're going to be back here in San Diego in 2 weeks, though, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait to come back. San Diego, you ready for more Monster Jam?
Oh, yeah. We hope to see you, of course, here. We still have time to head up to the concourse, grab your official Monster Jam merchandise. On behalf of KCG and Jabari Thomas, I am Kay Young. We hope you had fun. We'll have to see you at our next Monster Jam.
It's wheelies and backflips, donuts and burnouts and walk it full throttle, head to head. You be the judge of which truck's gonna win. Let's ride, we got the green light. It's a party in the pen tonight. Let's go, this is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster Jam. When I say monster, you say jam. Monster, monster. Yeah, when I say monster, you say jam. Monster, monster. Greatest show on dirt, it's the Monster